Oh, yeah, okay, good. So it's a best of three. Macrosoft is one game up, and in the last game, yeah, to be honest, like nobody did anything for ages. It was a bit grim. I said they didn't do it, they expanded and stuff. There was very little action. Neither player really making any attempts to get into his opponent's base and slow his opponent down. So yeah, DeadEye going for a large number of Marines, but without any upgrades, without any medevac support. Those Marines did trade well, did not do well against the Colossus. Once it becomes a game of splash damage, Marines are always going to be a bit out of their depth. So that's not to say you can't just continue to go Marine. You can, but you've got to build the right things to go with those Marines. So, yeah, two gateways, side core. That's a pretty cautious opening build for our Protoss, for Macrosoft. And on the other side of the map, this looks very standard. Double Racks Expo. Yeah, no problem. So I'm going to go ×4 for a bit. Because if this follows the same pattern as the last game, nobody's going to do any attacking until 14 minutes deep. These workers just chilling. There's the Nexus 3-minute expo for the Protoss, and a slightly faster opener for DeadEye. Is that command center in the right place? I feel like it's not, is it? I feel like that could be like over a bit. It totally could, couldn't it? That CC is definitely like a block to the left. Anyway, not to worry. So, yeah, DeadEye's macro in the last game was actually pretty good. Did build a lot of Marines, and that's fine. Did have stim, did have combat shield, is getting that again. Luckily this time there is a starport, so hopefully we're going to see some medevacs. Siege tanks, great. Look, this is awkward, isn't it? Just the sneaky pylon in the corner. Yeah. Well, the Marines are going to clean it up. Oh god, no, are they though? Come on, dude. Kill the... No. You're absolutely killing me with this. How... You know this is here. Kill it. Right. I worry about you guys sometimes, like, don't just, like, if there's stuff in your base, kill it. Just kill it. Make it dead. Don't be leaving it there. So remember, as a Terran, if you've got these siege tanks, you do need to siege them up. The medevac, I'm not sure it's supposed to have things in it. Maybe it is, maybe not. 30 of 16, massive oversaturation there. So just be careful with that as well. Now, there is indeed an observer following this, and that is a tricky business. If we look from DeadEye's point of view, it is hard to see that observer, isn't it? That little shimmer. They are hard to see. This is a reasonable amount of splash damage again. For the Protoss. So one, you need to get rid of this observer, and two, the siege tanks need to be sieged up. With siege tanks in the back sieged against this, and obviously without half of your, well, not half, but without a significant chunk of your units being inside a dropship, not shooting. Oh no, they're not shooting. Oh god, no. Oh Jesus, please make it stop. Oh, and the medevac full of dudes. No. God, you don't see that every day, do you? No, more Marines walking to their death. Unless I'm very much mistaken. That was like just an entire Terran army killed, murdered to death, for nothing. For literally, like, did any Protoss units go down at all? So currently the Protoss has lost 9 units. Let's see. No, not a shot fired. Not a single shot fired. Entire army on the move command. This remaining miserable. Absolutely disgusting. That's made me feel a bit sick. And as for this, like, what? You know what I mean? Just, what am I even watching? I think I'm going to lose my lunch here. Absolutely disgusting. Still. Yeah, so has DeadEye got anything left? Not really. He's got a siege tank. Don't think that's quite going to cut it. Both of these players with absolutely unforgivable amounts of money in the bank, but I don't think it's going to matter really at this stage. Microsoft is going to walk up here and kill everything. Look, these Marines. What is happening? Widowmine needs to be borrowed to work. Siege tanks never once sieged up. That was unsavory, wasn't it? It's left a pretty bad taste in the mouth, to be honest with you. You know, pretty bad taste. It's not nice. I think I've seen enough StarCraft for today. I've got like one more game that's been sent to me to cast, one more match, and I don't think I've got the stomach for it anymore. That I think in the history of the EMS StarCraft League is definitely one of the biggest massacres that we've seen. You know, an entire army just getting ripped to pieces without firing a shot in return. Yeah, and we have had a couple of that type of thing go on, but with a single shot fired in return, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure I've, you know, what was that, like 50 Marines or something just melted. Grim, grisly, like charge of the Light Brigade, except it wasn't even a charge. It was more of a jog. I don't know. Anyway, GG.